Now, that title is largely clickbait, but if you clicked on the video intending on getting a real debate between Anthony Edwards and Nikola Jokic, you're an idiot. There's no way that is a real debate at this point. And I'm making this video to call out some of the irony. I think people really believe that Anthony Edwards is the best player in the league already, and he's been playing great. He's having a great spurt. He's doing amazing things. But can we calm down on the Michael Jordan comparisons? Can we stop calling him Kobe? Can we stop saying he's better than Jordan and he's Jordan if Jordan could dribble and shoot? Because I've seen that, and I'm not just saying that, to say that people say crazy things. People are actually saying that, and it's a popular thing to say that Anthony Edwards is Michael Jordan if he could dribble or shoot. Can we stop? Can we stop and calm down and let the man's career pan out? I want to talk about game one, Nuggets versus Timberwolves. It was really interesting. The start of the game, I think it was 18-4. The Timberwolves started off, and I'll play a clip.
Man, Timberwolves up 18-4.
Yeah, I was pretty happy about it. And then, the Nuggets came back, and they were leading by 2 at the end of the first quarter. I'll play another clip.
It was a fluke.
So, yeah, I tried to do some live commentary. It didn't work out in the way that I wanted it to. But I thought it was really funny that the Nuggets, once again, were down big time. And then they just have been doing this little comeback thing all playoffs. I don't think that is the smart thing for this Nuggets team to do at this point, because you're playing real competition. And I think the Nuggets are very reactionary, and I think that's a really great quality. And, they won the championship last year, so, it worked for them. But they're very reactionary. They don't really make the first blow, but they kind of get hit, and they gauge how the enemy is hitting them, and then they decide to, give their rebuttal, based on the information gathered. I don't think that's what they should be doing. I think they've got to come out and do what they can to beat this young and savvy Timberwolves team early, because the Timberwolves are really good, and the Timberwolves have size like no other. Now, one thing that I want to talk about particularly is the fact that Rudy Gobert is for some reason, Rudy Gobert is supposed to be the best big defender, the rim protector guy. He's great at it. He does his job well. But if you're just a rim protector and the best center in the league, you're a mismatch for him, and you're supposed to be this, great defensive center guy that's getting paid $200 million for it. I don't know if he currently is still, but he was. I think that's very concerning. I think, can you, I don't know, like Rudy, like it's a mismatch. I didn't think that was going to be the case. I didn't think Jokic would have a mismatch on Rudy. I thought he would be the main Timberwolf, like giving him a challenge, but he's a mismatch, which is very funny to me. But I want to answer the question people want to talk about in this video. But Jamal Murray, I think, is also worth talking about. And then I want to talk about MPJ, because Jamal Murray is one of those guys that are very, very good, but then also inconsistent, kind of like CJ McCollum. Like, I don't know if I've said it on this channel, but I think CJ McCollum is like a top 5 shot maker in this league. Some of the shots he hits when he's hot, I've never seen any player hit shots like that ever. He's like on a different level of shot making, and nobody really talks about it. CJ McCollum is actually ridiculous. Like, can we settle that? Like, that man is actually one of the greatest shot makers in NBA history. If you watch CJ McCollum when he gets hot, it's like watching Klay Thompson when he gets hot, but it's on a totally different level. The guy, I just want to say that. And Jamal's kind of like that. But the one thing that Jamal and CJ have in common is that they're not consistent. And we want Jamal to be consistent. MPJ is being very consistent. In fact, if we check the stats, the man had 26 and 1 assist. Michael Porter, I'm not passing the ball junior, obviously had 1 assist. He never passes the ball. If you pass it to him, you're not getting the basketball back. This is not hot potato. He's going to eat the potato. That is Michael Porter Jr. He had another good game. He's been, I think, the Nuggets' consistent second best player throughout the playoffs. Jamal's not doing that, so he's got to just start playing before the third quarter. But to answer the question of this video, Ant or Jokic, what I want to talk about is the fact that people are doing these face of the NBA debates, and I think this debate is senseless, and it doesn't make sense, because the face of the NBA won't emerge, nor will you be able to gauge who he is until it's time. Like, it will not be till after LeBron and Curry retire that we'll see the next face of the NBA. So why are we doing predictions now? It seems like the media is taking a guy. They looked at Anthony Edwards and they say, we like this guy. So we're going to bet on him being the face of the NBA, and we're going to give him all this media coverage. And it came out of nowhere. It seems like halfway through the season, they decided that they were just going to cover this man. And it's been like, towards the end of the season, going into the playoffs, he's just become the head of the NBA. Like, he's just everything. And I don't think his skill level is there. I think you have two other guards that are at his level, being Luka and SGA. I don't think there's any reason to believe that those two guys have any less shot at being the face of the NBA than Ant. And I think part of it is because of politics, obviously. Most people that, are up with basketball content and have a critical thinking mind. Hopefully you're a Republican. If you're a liberal, it's fine with me. Steph Curry's a liberal. He's my favorite player. But I'm not a liberal. That's, what I'm saying? Let me get that. I'm not a liberal. This is not political. You don't have to just dislike the video because it's politics. I'm not going to go there. I said critical thinking mind. And as I said critical thinking mind, I was thinking politics. Don't buzz me in the comments. What I mean is that if you think critically, you know that the NBA uses politics, and from those politics, they want their new face of the NBA to be an American player, and preferably a black player, because it seems like the Europeans are coming over. These Serbian dudes, these Guatemalan. We haven't seen any Guatemalan dudes. I'm tripping out. But you got these Serbian guys, these foreign guys coming over. These guys with this play style, these French guys coming over, and they are torching the American guys because they're better than the American guys. So they want an American guy, preferably a black guy, to be the new face. And I think they're just pushing it too hard. That's my opinion on it. In terms of Jokic, he's clearly the best player in the NBA, but he's not the face of the league because this game isn't fun to watch for people. If you wouldn't read a book that is Old English, you probably wouldn't want to watch Nikola Jokic play basketball. If you would read a comic book, you would probably prefer to read or watch, Ja Morant play. So the same people that would say Ja is better than Jokic or Ant is better than Jokic are the same people that prefer comic books over deep literature. I think that's a real issue. I think people have TikTok brains, and so even when it comes down to watching TV, which is watching a basketball player on the TV, it's just too much. It's a chore to them because the player doesn't do a shifty Kyrie Irving move, but he backs you down in the paint, and then he hits a crazy shot over your head where you can't block it. And that's what Jokic does, and I think Jokic is the best player in our league, and I think he's better than everybody by far. And I think they're going to win game 2. And I still got Nuggets in 6. I think the Timberwolves have a really good shot at winning this series, but I don't think they will because I don't think that they can keep this up. I think Jamal Murray had a really bad game. And I could be wrong. Jamal Murray had a really bad game. KCP really didn't do anything. Aaron Gordon really didn't get off to a good start. And Ant had 43. Next game, if the Nuggets have any sense, Michael Malone has any sense, they're going to double Ant, and somebody else is going to have to beat them. And I don't think Naz Reid is going to have another fourth quarter like that. I got Nuggets in 6, but I could be wrong. And Ant is also an amazing player. He's on the same level as SGA and Luka, but Luka is better. He's not. Okay, he's on the same level as SGA. Luka's a step ahead of them both, but they're all in the same stratosphere. Kind of like LeBron, KD, Steph. LeBron's just kind of at the head, so they're not in the same stratosphere. I'm tripping. Anyway, that's it in this video. I hope you guys enjoy my rant. I'll be ranting, but I think these videos are cool because I like to watch them. Hope you do too. Anyway, take it easy, guys. Peace out.